What up, fam? What is going on? Week number 7 here. Here you go. If you guys got starts and questions, obviously I see a bunch in the chat already, man. But I appreciate y'all. I can't believe it's week 7. Damn. We're almost 2 months into the season now. It's crazy stuff. We're halfway home to the playoffs in fantasy land, folks. So that's pretty dope. Anyways, yeah, again, man, I appreciate everybody jumping into the stream and helping me out, man. Definitely appreciate y'all. All right, gang, we're gonna get started, man. Flex slot. Zay Christian Watson, full TPR. What do you want? Do you want safety? Do you want upside? I think the upside plays Christian Watson. I like Zay Flowers a lot. Don't get me wrong. And here, let me look at this. Let me look at this matchup for you guys. All right. As we know. Oh crap! I didn't set my. I'm hearing you saying, "Oh crap!" I didn't. Damn it! Oh boy. Okay, that's all right. Anyways, okay. Green Bay is taking on Denver. And as we know, Denver has one of the worst defenses in the NFL, maybe the worst, right? So we're talking about Christian Watson. Yeah, like you want to start Christian Watson against Denver. Denver's allowed the 6th most fantasy points per game to outside wide receivers. 11.2 yards per target allowed, ranks as the second worst. That's important, right? Because 11.2 yards per target allowed to outside wide receivers. Look, I get it. Some of that obviously was influenced by Denver, but not everything. Okay, we are 6 weeks into the season here. It just means that they're giving up a lot of big plays, right, to outside wide receivers. And what is Christian Watson? He's a big play outside wide receiver, right? So I think for me, I'm going Christian Watson right there. But certainly I think Zay Flowers is probably a safer play in that it's going to be a higher scoring game, right? Detroit, let's look up Detroit versus outside wide receivers. It's a neutral matchup, right? So as a matter of fact, they're better than neutral. They've allowed the 11th fewest fantasy points per game to outside wide receivers, and they're solid everywhere else, man. About league average. No, actually pretty good against, so 58.8% completion rate to outside wide receivers. Zay plays inside-outside, right? So there's going to be a little bit of that. But for the most part, though, when I kind of look at a Zay Flowers matchup, I kind of want to see, what are these guys doing on outside wide receivers, man? And I'm just looking up one last little piece of data point for you here before I firmly lock in Christian Watson. But yeah, so yeah, when we're taking a look at Zay, 65-35 outside versus slot, right? So plays 35% in the slot. So, he could make some big plays there. But, and Detroit does give up some big plays into the slot. So, it's however you want to read it, man. But for me, I'm going to go ahead and chase that Christian Watson upside, man, against a Denver defense that is absolutely getting destroyed. By the way, I say this all the time, but it's a one-man show over here. If y'all would help me out with if I've got some audio or video hiccups or whatever, man, just let me know, and we'll try to get that done. Anyways, there's also if you're new here, man, that'd be dope. Would you like and subscribe to the video? Would you subscribe to the channel, man? That would be awesome. Anyways, okay, we move on. All right, so there you go. I like Christian Watson a little bit more than Zay Flowers, but I do think that Zay Flowers gives you a much safer floor because of the volume metrics, right? And again, also a higher scoring game. Higher scoring game. Hold on, I got this here for you. Detroit versus Baltimore has a 42.5 total, which is not that high, obviously, but Baltimore has a 22.75 projected total, which is, it's all right. It's not great. And then, obviously Detroit on the road, they don't play as well, or at least historically they have not. So, and then Green Bay, Denver, with Green Bay, with the actually same projected point total, 22.75. So it's about the same. Since they're projected, again, Vegas hasn't projected to score about the same amount of points. Go ahead and give me Christian Watson. Better touchdown upside, I think, overall, and he can hit some big plays. So let's make it happen. All right, cool. We good with there. All right. This is from RJ Flip. GM Co. Extinguished, I think you mean distinguished, gentlemen. Need help on PPR flex spot. White, or pick up one of your sleepers, Hyatt or Jawan Jennings. I don't love the Tampa Bay matchup against Atlanta. Atlanta has been really good against running backs for a few years now. They've allowed the third fewest fantasy points per game to wide receivers. Let me look up some of the receiving stuff here. So, yeah, they've allowed the fourth lowest completion rate to running backs, and they've allowed the fewest receptions and the third fewest receiving yards, again, through 6 weeks to running backs. That does not really bode that well for somebody like Rachaad White, who I think to be viable in PPR needs to get a lot of work done out of the passing game, right? So I'll look up some other numbers here for you. 3.78 yards per carry allowed. That's really good, obviously. Good after, good before contact. Sixth best before contact to running backs, and they have allowed the fifth lowest explosive run rate. Not that White's really that explosive in terms of, ripping off huge chunk runs. But, again, I would probably, when I'm looking at it, I think, all right, let me give it to you this way. Your median play is White. I think your floor play is Jawan Jennings. I think that's your floor play. And then I think your upside play is Jalen Hyatt. And let me say this. Hyatt in DFS is really interesting. I need to set my DFS lineup, guys. But Hyatt's interesting because $3,000 on DraftKings this week. Tell me that you're going to find another $3,000 price tag dude that can give you 2 touchdowns. And I think that's what Jalen Hyatt can do. Now, that being said, Hyatt can also give you one of these like stupid, 2-catch, 10-yard games and just absolutely murder your fantasy team, right? So wide open range of possibilities for Jalen Hyatt, but the matchup is awesome because Washington absolutely sucks at defending outside wide receivers, and they are atrocious, worse than the NFL at defending deep passes. Okay, so when we start talking about, Denver can't defend, listen, Washington is the worst in the NFL when it comes to defending outside wide receivers and the worst in the NFL when it comes to defending against deep passes. What does Jalen Hyatt do? He lines up outside and he goes deep. Okay, so I'll go ahead and take that, man. But yeah, if I'm excited about Jalen Hyatt, that's why. I do think, by the way, Darius Slayton is just a fantastic sleeper wide receiver play this week. I think he gives you a nice floor and he gives you a nice upside as well. But again, if you're chasing upside, go ahead and give me Hyatt. If you want a safer floor, I think it's Jawan Jennings. But Rachaad White, I think, is the medium play, where he gives you a respectable floor, starting running back. You always know they're going to give you a respectable floor. And then the upside play, look, he's got to find the end zone. He's got to find the end zone. I don't know if it's going to happen, but he's got to find it. Okay, so yeah, I would go ahead and those are my 3 options right there for you, man. So yeah, that's my thoughts there. Okay, Clark Schuyler, what's up, baby? What's going on? Greetings, Mr. Cohen, fellow Conehead. See, the preferred nomenclature would be the co-pilots. Okay, I'm rolling with my co-pilots, baby. Saying my prayers, eating my vitamins, and rolling with my millions and millions of co-pilots. So that's the preferred nomenclature, would be the co-pilots. All right. What's the link to my only fantasy? Oh, baby. Can you guys believe that I mean, I can believe that skit got canceled, obviously. But that skit did get canceled. Over 100 skits. That's the only one where my boss is like, yo, James, what are we doing out here? You know I can't hear that. You know I can't. And I just started laughing. And the funny thing was that my boss was like super apologetic to me. He's like, dude, I'm so sorry, man. But come on, dude, we can't. I'm like, bro, you don't need to apologize, man. Like, I get it. We pushed the envelope, we pushed the boundary, and we got burnt. Anyways, Michael Parley, go. Good luck to you, pal. Good luck to you too. All right, you need to pick one flex. Jalen Warren versus the Rams. Javonte versus the Pack. I like that one. Jalen Hyatt versus Washington. I already gave you my whole spiel on Jalen Hyatt. Full, again, absolute full range of outcomes. He can give you nothing. He can give you 2 touchdowns. Honestly. I kind of sort of like, okay, now all that being said, I kind of like Javante of that group. I think he gives you a nice little floor. I think he gives you a pretty good upside as well. And I would be hard-pressed not to play Javante Williams right there. Look, Green Bay has really struggled against the run. You can say that every single year. They always struggle against the run. And they're not very good this year, okay? They've allowed the fourth most fantasy points per game to the running back position. What is it? The bottom 5 interceptions and receiving yards per game allowed to that position group. Jaleel McLaughlin is going to be a sleeper play here, but I think Javante is a strong start. I've got him as a start here this week. Look, Green Bay allows the 6th most rushing yards per game to the position group, and they're just about league average. They're bottom 10 in terms of run stuff rate, so they don't really stuff the run all that much. And again, all that receiving work that Green Bay has allowed out of the backfield as well. Javante has shown he doesn't run a ton of routes and he doesn't get a ton of receptions, but when he does get the ball in his hands out of the backfield, man, he's pretty elusive. He's pretty good. He's pretty scary to tackle. Okay, so obviously this is all before the injury, but yeah, man, I think Javante is the play here. Green Bay's allowed the 3rd most total yards per game to running backs, and they've allowed 5 total touchdowns to that position group already. That ranks as the 8th most, or at least tied for the 8th most in the NFL. I think you got a really safe play there with Javante. I am tempted by Jalen Hyatt there. But nah, man, I'm not going to get that crazy, dude. I'm not going to get that crazy. I'll go ahead and go Javante right there. Swindle Chan, dude. What's up, baby? Good morning to you, pal. All right, you need advice on 2. Half PPR. Murray versus New England. Murray versus New England. What are we talking about here? Murray versus New England. What? I'm tripping here. Why am I not understanding? Oh, you're talking about Latavius Murray? Latavius Murray versus, oh man. Okay, what's the I was like blanking. I was like, Kyler Murray, who is Murray? Bro, Latavius Murray's so far off my radar. I'm like not even thinking about him at all. I know he's going to have a little bit more work with Damian Harris out of this ball game, but we'll see. Anyways, or Ingram versus Seattle. Yeah, I don't love Keontae. He's in that 3-man rotation. I guess Murray's in a 2-man backfield, but he's just not that good. I think he's going to get some goal line work, maybe. Josh Allen's still a threat around the goal line. You're talking about a completely, touchdown-dependent dude against New England. So, yeah, I don't know about that one. I also don't love Ingram either. And then you've got Algier versus Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, I'm surprised by this, but Tampa Bay has fallen off a little bit in regards to defending the run. Remember now, Tampa Bay had been so good for it feels like 5, 6, 7 years against the run. But right now they have allowed the 10th fewest. But again, it's not, they're not amazing. They're not a great matchup. But again, 10th fewest fantasy points per game to the run. That's approaching. Okay, we're talking approaching about league average now. And then, yeah, man, they've given up some receiving work out of the backfield, too. Not that Algier does receiving work, which makes me feel like Bijan Robinson is a pretty good play this week. But, yeah, take a look at this. 4.31 yards per carry allowed to running backs. That's the 10th worst in the NFL. So they're not stopping the run like they used to, man. I kind of sort of like Algier of that group, okay, because it's going to be as we know, it's a 2-man backfield. Tampa Bay not that great at stopping the run right now. I'll go ahead. Oh, you're already playing Bijan. Okay, that's where it starts getting a little. You're starting to limit your upside here. You know what though? It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I'm still going Bijan. All right. Do you start Miami at Philly? No. Atlanta at Tampa Bay or Denver versus Green Bay? 16-teamer. Thank you. I will try my best to keep up the great work. I like Atlanta. I do like Atlanta against Tampa Bay. You got Baker Mayfield back there. He's a very up and down quarterback. Atlanta actually has been playing much better than you would anticipate, to be honest with you. So yeah, I think defensively Atlanta's a lot better than advertised. So I like Atlanta. Miami's defense is not very good, guys. Going against Philadelphia? Nah, dude, we good. Nah, I think Philadelphia is going to put it on them today. I really do. I know Miami's like a dark horse Super Bowl candidate, but I think Philly, they'll be able to run the ball on them, and it's going to be a little bit. I think it might be a little bit more lower scoring than people are anticipating. I think Philly would be absolutely stupid. They'd be moronic to try to win a track meet against Miami. Not when they could run the ball so well, and not when Miami is so poor. They're certainly below average at stopping the run. You know, so yeah, man. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not messing with Miami this week. All right, this is Trevor R. A question I didn't think I'd get in San Francisco: Bajent or Tyrod? Oh man. Oh, in Superflex, not in San Francisco. In Superflex, Bajent or Tyrod? I like Tyrod. I like Tyrod a lot. Again, we talk about all that outside wide receiver stuff for Washington. They can't defend outside wide receivers. When you can't defend outside wide receivers, it gives your quarterback an opportunity to make touchdown plays, man. And Tyrod, look, he made a couple of boneheaded plays in that game last week, but I thought overall throwing the football, I thought he looked good. I thought he looked good when he threw it. Just time management, stuff like that. Like, you know, wasn't the best. Wasn't the best. But again, I thought he looked really good throwing the football and managing the offense overall. So I like Tyrod there. Yeah, you know what you're going to get with Tyrod, but the unknown for Bajent is kind of intriguing. Yeah. No Fields, no Stroud for me this week. Oh, that's brutal. I hate when the double bye weeks hit in Superflex, man. Can I just say, in my Dynasty League for reception perception, and again, this is like the sickos tier, subscribers for reception perception. So these guys know their stuff. These guys love Dynasty. These guys are just absolute animals when it comes to Dynasty. And I haven't played, I didn't play Dynasty for the last 2 years here, okay? But I got back into it with this one because I figured these guys aren't going anywhere, so which is great. And dude, I'm in third place. Do you want to know who my starting quarterbacks were in Superflex? Okay? Anthony Richardson. And then I went around on the next round and I picked Aaron Rodgers. Anthony Richardson, Aaron Rodgers are my two quarterbacks in Superflex, dude. What? Luckily, I was smart enough to know that a running quarterback generally can get injured. So I drafted Gardner Minshew, or maybe I picked him up off the waivers for like nothing, but when Anthony Richardson was healthy or something like that. Anyways, I have Gardner Minshew back there. And, dude, I had to trade a first-round draft pick to get Kirk Cousins just now. Like, I literally just put him in this week. But I've been getting by with one quarterback in a Superflex league. And that one quarterback largely has been Gardner Minshew. That's how bad it is in that league. This is what's nuts, boys and girls. I'm in third place. I have the second most points in that league. Second most points in that league. You're like, how's that with one quarterback in Superflex? You know why? Because these guys were so important for quarterbacks and wide receivers. Remember, reception. These guys were so important for wide receivers and quarterback. Dude, guys like Bijan Robinson were falling far now. I took Raheem Mostert, but I got Bijan Robinson. I was thinking for wide receivers. I took Christian Watson's on my squad. Like, what's going on here? But man, I just died. Crafty management, anyways, third place, second most Dynasty Superflex, Aaron Rodgers, Richardson. Yeah. I would say right now that is my greatest fantasy management. Team for sure. I've been managing that spot, like just been nursing it. Anyways, I like Tyrod here, man. I like Tyrod. All right, Jason, what's up, dude? DS team starting at 20 rather than 10. Oh, okay, interesting. That's an interesting setup. I like that. Okay, Washington. We talked about the job taking on New York, play. I like that. Green Bay's interesting. Taking on Denver, but probably has some Green Bay. Seattle and Arizona, one more against those Washington Commanders.
New York's. I would go ahead and take New York out, even though I know that they're going to get some sacks. I feel a little wonky about New York. You know, again, I think the matchup is great for Sam Howell to throwing interceptions and getting sacked. The reason I bring that up is because New York. Hold on, I got it here for you. New York. They are. What are they? They're dead last in the NFL when it comes to quarterback pressure rate. Dead last. Absolute stone cold dead last. They're also second to last in terms of total sacks. So it's like something's got to give, right? This is the worst pass rushing defense to the quarterback, anyways, in the New York Giants, taking on a quarterback, as my partner Matt Harmon has highlighted, is on pace for about 100 sacks this year. That's impossible. He's on pace, I think, for 96 sacks is Sam Howell, which is insane. So it's like, which one is going to give up first, right? But that being said, I don't know. I'm not in love with that, to be honest with you. Seattle's an interesting one to me. I might go Seattle there. Yeah. Green Bay. See, Denver. Look, Denver's bad, but I don't think they're. Yeah, I mean, I don't think. Look, offensively, they're not horrific. Defensively, they're horrible. But I don't know if offensively they're that bad. Green Bay does get a lot of sacks though, and obviously Russell Wilson is giving up a few. I'm either leaning Seattle or Green Bay right there. Seattle, Green Bay for me. That'd be my thought. Can I be honest with you? In my 14-teamer, I'm actually playing Washington, but again, I don't really like to make a lot of defensive moves because there's a couple other reasons for it. But anyways, just FYI, I am playing Washington in a couple different leagues here, so I understand that. All right, Clark Schuyler. Jason McFarland, I didn't help you that much. You know what? Let me go back here. Let me go back. You know what? Definitively, if I had the opportunity, I would play Seattle. Definitively. All right, there you go. Clark Schuyler. Half PPR, 1 point for every 15 receiving yards. Okay, 1 point for every 10 yards rush. So there's more of an emphasis on rushing over receiving. Okay, and it's half PPR. Man, your league must hate wide receivers. Something. What's going on there? You've got Darrell Henderson versus Pitt. You could pick up Justice Hill. Get to the chopper. A.J. Dillon. Okay. And Denver. Okay. Latavius. I'm not really... Yeah, I don't know, guys. Like, I know I've gotten a couple Latavius Murray questions here. I'm not really feeling it with Latavius Murray. Yeah, I just don't think he's just old and washed, man. Like, what's going on here? You got Darrell Henderson versus Pittsburgh. Yeah, that's a good matchup. It bums me out that he's going to get work ahead of Zach Evans. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but it's all good. You could play A.J. Dillon versus Denver. Yeah, you're doing that. I'm playing A.J. Dillon against Denver for sure. The matchup is too nice for sure. Start him over Zach Moss against Cleveland. Yes, play A.J. Dillon over Zach Moss. I like Zach Moss. Obviously, he's playing well. Cleveland's playing out of their freaking minds, though. Michael Beason, Rachaad White, Darrell Henderson as an RB2. It's so hard to know what Darrell Henderson's role is going to look like. I'm actually going to fade Darrell Henderson this week, guys. It's a decent matchup. Pittsburgh's pretty good. Rachaad White's the unquestioned starting running back there for Tampa Bay. Darrell Henderson, I don't know how much work he's going to get. We're assuming he's going to get 50-50. That's the assumption, I think, from all these questions. And I don't know if we're there. Is he in game shape? This dude hasn't been on a team. This guy hasn't been on a practice squad. This guy, he signed with like some XFL team. There's no way he's in game shape. There's just no way he's in game shape. I don't know, man. We've seen it before. Guys coming off the couch, like it was C.J. Anderson, right? C.J. Anderson came in off the couch and dropped like $150 or something crazy for the Rams because their run scheme is that good. But to me, I just feel like maybe it might be Royce Freeman, as disgusting as it is, and Royce Freeman's not good. But he might be productive in this run scheme. I don't know. Still, I'm not sure about Darrell Henderson. They're talking about maybe potentially working in Zach Evans a little bit as a backup too. So I don't know, man. Go ahead and give me a shot at White. I'm not sure what we're gonna get with Darrell Henderson. I might get burned on that, but I'll go ahead and take White. I'll take Rashad White there. Fantasy football joker, yeah, Jack Lucene in the building. What's up, Jack? Start Zach Evans or Najee Harris or just punch myself. Yo, just play Najee Harris, man. All the vibes out of LA regarding Zach Evans, it's all wrong, man. It is all wrong. Go ahead and give me Najee Harris. By the way, I love answering the questions, but dude, we're hiding the most part. Have you guys seen this? You guys seen my new shirt? I'm not messing around today, guys. Yes. Batman, this is for all my 80s and 90s babies, baby. You know, this was my dude. Growing up, man, I couldn't wait to go home to watch Batman series. That was an entire time. I love Batman coming in. Anyway, no one cares. Paul DeSantis. 16 on a bye. Half PPR Jeff Wilson or Craig Reynolds. Craig Reynolds getting up. Jeff Wilson, I guess Jeff Wilson getting up too. But I'll go ahead and take some there. Craig Reynolds. I'm not even. Are we sure? Are we sure? I'm look this up. Lions injury report. Here we go. Greg, Netflix, Reynolds, hamstring injury, Wednesday, LP, Thursday, Friday, I saw a report, Chef is like, why? Okay, so it's a little bit of a fit backfield there, with Gibbs, and Reynolds, yeah, I haven't seen Jeff Wilson. Olds, absolutely no. I got stats, really? No, that sucks. I don't know what it is. Anyways, well. The audio should fix it. It's creating feedback. Maybe I got my cell phone here. I don't know. Oh man. That's not good. Let me know if that's fixed up. What the deal is there? Maybe I'm just tripping. Am I just tripping? What's going on here, guys? Do I just gotta punch some stuff? I gotta hit some things. Some electronics. I don't know. Anyways, let me know if that cleared up at all. My cell phone there. Cool. Man, this sucks. I need this is what I need. I needed to I needed to check this before I actually started talking. What the hell's going on, dude? Anyways, I will take Jeff Wilson there just because the mic is questionable this week. Oh, okay. I see you. What else we got? Mike has been downgraded from questionable to doubtful. Oh, baby. And now she's placed on IR. Oh, my God, dude. Jesus Christ. All right, man. I apologize. I don't know what the deal is with that because I do a lot of streaming. And it never happens except on these stupid Sunday streams. I'm like so confused by that. I don't get it. Like, what is the deal? Sound is still bad. So what is? You know what? Hold on, guys. Hold on. What do we got? Microphone gods. What is happening here? Why can I not get good audio? Solar flares, maybe. Yes, I don't know what it is. I'm just gonna continue on. What the hell? Not great. That sucks. Anyways, let me know if it clears up at all, guys. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I'll move my cell phone even further away. What is the deal? Why can I not get clean audio? It's stupid. Doesn't make any sense to me. Okay. You know what? Let me do one thing, guys. Hold on, where are we? All right, where are we at? Where are we at, gentlemen? We better? We better or no? I don't know. You guys let me know. All right, you guys let me know. All right, I got to scroll back up here. Sorry, guys. I apologize. I don't know what the hell's going on, dog. Anyways, Static everywhere. It's just bothering me now. Okay, Washington or Seattle DST. I'm gonna go Seattle there. Sound has cleared up. I don't know, man. What is going on, dog? Matthew, do you or no? Javante or Pittman? Half PPR. I am gonna go Pittman right there. I mean, Pittman's seeing so much volume with Gardner Minshew, man. I mean, you know he's gonna see 10 plus targets. So I don't know how you get away from that. He's got to crack into the end zone at some point here to start paying this stuff off. But I do like Pittman a lot. Musgrave or Mayer? Mayer, guys, if you have any Mayer questions, listen. I Mayer's my favorite streaming tight end this week. I think he has a really good opportunity to put in double-digit PPR points. So I like Musgrave too. I have both of them as sleeper, but Mayer's my favorite streaming tight end this week. All right, so there you go. Are we starting DJ Moore today? Yes, we're starting DJ Moore. I know it was not good and it was all bad and yeah, okay, blah blah blah. I know Bajent doesn't look great. Whatever. It's all good. DJ Moore's a good player. It's fine. Just throw him out there. Yeah, you're starting DJ Moore. It's all good. By the way, DJ Moore still gave you double-digit PPR points last week. I mean, come on, So let's do it. All right, Tony Freeman, Jahmyr Gibbs, or Raheem Masterton. Concerned about Mostert's matchup. You're concerned about Mostert's matchup? Nah, man. Nah. Philadelphia's good defensively. I get it, but no. You go ahead. Just go ahead and throw Mostert in there, man. I think you're good. Their offense is really good, man, so they'll be fine. Jahan Dotson versus Michael Maher. I think you mean Michael Mayer in the flex today. Subscribed and like. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, Scotty. Thank you. I will go. Oh my God, I can't believe we're at this point now with Jahan Dotson, where this guy's like holding kicks and stuff, and just like people are tripping and stressing out. I get it, man. It sucks, dude. Anyways, where are we going with that? I don't know. I guess I'll go Michael Mayer for the safety. But again, I just have a feeling. You know what? No. You know what, Scotty? Because I got a feeling with Jahan Dotson today, I'm just going to say Dotson. I think they're going to try to feed him. I do. It's been too long, and there's just too much talk about, there's just too many negative vibes right now. But, you got to think that they're going to try to feature him at some point, And I think this week might be the week, dude. I really do. So, anyways. Okay, it's good now. The audio's good? Yeah, baby. All right, there we go. All right, cool. Boom. Let's go back. God, man, I don't know what. It's so, I'm telling you, it's so weird. Because, I do 2 full hour-long podcasts with my guy Matt Harmon every single week. I do multiple, I do skits and stuff, and, it never has any issues. The only time it ever has issues is on this stupid Sunday morning. What is going on? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. All right, Chuck Keith. Good morning to you, pal. Josh Palmer, Curtis Samuel. I love Curtis 50 Cent Samuel. I do. Oh, Josh Palmer, though. I don't know if I can get away from Palmer. I love Curtis Samuel, but I just don't know how I get away from Palmer. It's supposed to be a high-scoring game. Chargers KC, obviously. All right, let me look at the data points here. Okay, KC against outside wide receivers. What are they doing? League average. Yeah, league average. It's kind of what I thought. They've allowed the 16th most fantasy points per game. They have allowed what? They're about league average in terms of receptions allowed per game. A little bit better than average in yards per target. Yeah, but they've also given up 5 touchdowns to that position group as well. So it's a little bit of a neutral matchup for me against Kansas City. And then New York, when you're taking a look at versus slot receivers, let's take a look at New York versus slot receivers. New York. Okay, here we go. Taking on Washington. They've given up some production here. 10th most fantasy points per game. And the 9th highest yards per target allowed. by the Giants to slot receivers. Oh, man, 73% completion rate. That's bottom 10. Oh, boy. The matchup says Curtis Samuel, but it's really hard to get away from Josh Palmer in a higher scoring game. Because I think KC's going to put a big number up, and I think the Chargers are going to have to chase here a little bit. This one's a tough one for me. I'm going to go ahead and say Josh Palmer. I don't love it though. I don't love it. The injury, by the way, to the non-throwing hand for Herbert clearly looked like, I thought it impacted him last week. He looked about as bad as it gets for him, anyways. Still pretty good, but I think for him he looked pretty bad. Obviously missed some wide open throws and stuff like that. Man, am I talking myself out of Palmer? I might be talking myself out of Palmer, dude. You know what? I'll still go Palmer there. I'll go Palmer. All right. Jason Hayne, George Pickens versus the Rams. Devontae Smith versus the Dolphins. Yes, should go Devontae Smith. Rashee Rice upside versus the Chargers. There's decent upside. It's not that as high as you would think, man. They're still going to throw to like 9, 10, 12 players there in Kansas City. So, no, go ahead and give me Devontae Smith. I think George Pickens is really interesting too. Problem with George Pickens, he relies on big plays. And will the Rams give it up? Rams have actually been surprisingly good against outside wide receivers. I thought they'd be terrible just given their personnel. But actually, they've been pretty good. As a matter of fact, Rams have allowed the second fewest fantasy points per game to outside wide receivers. I have Pickens as a fade. They have allowed just one touchdown to outside wide receivers all year long. That's really good, obviously, and they've allowed a 46.6% completion rate. By the way, that's really important because not only is that third best in the NFL, so again, let's just say 46%, 47% completion rate to outside wide receivers. We're talking about a guy here in Pickens who doesn't have a very good catch rate, right? So not a good catch rate going against a team that does not allow a very good catch rate. The efficiency is going to be really bad. So now we're really relying on touchdowns. Well, guess what? The Rams have only given up one touchdown to outside wide receivers this year, right? So I would not play Pickens. I think Pickens is a hard fade for me this week. Obviously, 6 teams on a bye. I didn't put it out on Twitter because 6 teams on a bye, injuries and stuff, like I feel like telling you to fade anyone in a week like this doesn't help. You got to play your guys this week, like me telling you to fade whoever, like, what are you going to do? You got to play these dudes, Yeah. So, and again, I don't think anyone's looking at Pickens in DFS either. So who really cares? Oh my God. Speaking of DFS, damn it. What am I going to do? Should I put together a lineup with you guys? Let's just do that. All right. All right. You guys got to bear with me here, man. By the way, you guys want to subscribe to the channel? That would be dope. All right. But in the interim, let me set up a lineup with you guys. All right, let's do it, man. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna ask you guys. I got the comments loaded here. Okay, so go ahead. Oh no, it's back to being staticky. Okay, well, there's nothing I can do. As a matter, you know what? There is something I can do. I'm gonna do this. The audio's gonna suck now. All right, but sorry guys. Okay. We're going to computer audio. This is what I was doing for when I was streaming on DirecTV. Those pre morning games. Anyways, whatever. We're going back to the computer speakers because computer speakers work. Okay, I don't know what's going on over here. What's going on with my mic? I don't know. Anyways, whatever. Okay. All right. I'm gonna set a lineup. You guys help me. All right. All right. Here we go. What stack should I throw out there? This is more early morning only games. Okay. But we're gonna set this lineup here because we got 18 minutes here, and I don't want to let my squad down. We got for those people who are new or maybe don't know, the old DirecTV crew. We used to do this whole DFS thing every single week, and ever since we all kind of parted ways or whatever, we're still doing it. So I want to be, I want to show support to the group, and still throw my entry in there. So that's what we're doing. Okay, anyways, I should have done this last night, y'all. I apologize. Anyways, I'm looking for a good stack today here. And you know what? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with an off-brand stack So I'm going Tyrod Taylor, and I'm going to stack it up, stickety, stack it up. Hold on, come on. Where are you at? I'm going to stack it up with these guys that I've been talking about here. Go ahead and give me Darius Slayton for 3,700, and I'll go Jalen Hyatt. Jalen Hyatt for $3,000. By the way, both of those dudes, 3,700 for Darius Slayton, three grand for Jalen Hyatt. If you've got like a tournament thing going, throw them in there. The value is unbelievable, especially I think for Slayton, who I think is going to triple that up relatively easily against a Washington defense that has, again, just been horrific against outside wide receivers. Okay. You want Goff and the Sun God? Clark, the thing with the Goff thing is that he's on the road. So I'm a little bit worried about that one. Anyways, okay. Now that I've got these guys on the super cheap, I can go crazy expensive with just about everybody else. First of all, you guys know what I do. I always go to the bottom. What's my DST? I'm going to go ahead and pick the worst DST on the board. You go Patriots. Patriots DST at home against Buffalo. Dude, that's actually good value. $2,100. I know Buffalo's going to score a bunch of points, but New England playing at home against Josh Allen, who has turned the ball over quite a bit. I don't know, man. I feel like that's pretty solid. I'll take that all day long. I'm going to go back up to the running back spot now. And again, this is early only. So I can go with whoever I'd like here. Saquon Barkley. Nah, I'm not going Saquon. I'm not going to go Saquon here. I am going to go Bijan Robinson as one. And then I like James Cook too. Maybe I go James Cook. Let me put a pin on this. Second running back because there's not a lot of people who I love here. And then I'm going to go back to my third wide receiver. Who am I going? Should I go Diggs? Don't scoff at Goff. Yeah. Should I go Diggs, you guys? Should I go Diggs or Devontae Adams against Chicago? Because let me tell you something. All the press clippings right now around Devontae about like, he needs to get the ball. He's gonna get peppered today. Now the quarterback situation, obviously with Hoyer, doesn't feel great. Does not feel great, but I do think he's going to get hammered with targets today against the Chicago defense. That's not very good. I'm going Devontae Adams. I could really go both. I could go Adams, and then in my flex, I could go Diggs. Well, let me go back. All right, tight end. Who am I going with? Mark Andrews. Got to go Mark Andrews, right? Got to go Mark Andrews here against Detroit. They've given up a ton of production. Hold on. Let me look up my own information. What do I have for Mark Andrews? I know I had a spot. Yep, smash spot Mark Andrews. Detroit's allowed the 5th most fantasy points per game to tight end. They've allowed the 4th most receptions and receiving yards to the position. Andrews has been rock solid. He's caught at least 5 balls in every game he's played this year. Yep, add him to the squad. $5,700 for Mark Andrews, guys. That's so affordable. It's scary. Now I've got about $7,500 for each player left. And running back, I know I'm not going to spend $7,500 unless I wanted to go Josh Jacobs against Chicago, which is not a bad call at all. Again, this is early morning only. What are you guys looking at? Adams is going to get 30 looks a day. Dude, bro, 100% agree. 100% agree. Brian Robinson, decent matchup. Yes. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, pretty decent matchup. What about Pittman? Pittman's not bad either. He's going to get double-digit looks too. You know what I mean? Let me go ahead. Oh my God! What's so funny? I again, you talk about sleeper running backs. I really like Deontay Foreman too. 48 hundo. That means I could. You know what? Maybe I take Jalen Hyatt out. Do I take Jalen Hyatt out and stick somebody else? Let me go ahead and put Diggs in the flex and see where we're at. I'm going to put Diggs in the flex. I got $6,000 left to go running back. What can I do here? Brian Robinson, Ramondre Stevenson. Yeah, that's not horrible. Should I go Brian Robinson, 58 hundo, and just call it a day? No, I'm not going to do that because I want. Let's think about game script. I'm like betting against myself if I go Brian Robinson here. Brian Robinson is so game script dependent that when they get behind, they don't use him. As a matter of fact, his 2 single-digit PPR performances this year have come in blowout losses. What I want is a shootout. I want the Giants to score a crazy amount of points, and if they're going to do that, then Brian Robinson can't be utilized that much. So I'd be betting against myself if I put in Brian Robinson, right? Now, I could sneaky put in Ramondre Stevenson as a play together with my New England defense. That's not bad. This is an interesting lineup. Probably going to lose, though. Hold on. I'm going Tyrod Taylor with Hyatt, Slayton, Stack, and I'm expecting myself to win? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Although I do got Adams and Diggs in there with Mark Andrews, with Bijan Robinson, Ramondre Stevenson. You know what? This is actually a pretty good lineup. This is actually a decent lineup. And then, yeah, should I go? Okay, so I can upgrade at defense. If I don't want to do New England, by the way, I'm playing Diggs, so I don't want that. Detroit against Baltimore. Detroit on the road. What do you guys think? You think Baltimore holds up at home? Or should I just go New England DST anyways? Nah, we're gonna go Baltimore. I'm gonna assume that Goff on the road, and you guys know me, I love Goff. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm assuming Goff on the road. Chicago DST. Chicago DST. It's too expensive. It's too expensive. $2,900. Can't do it. I got $2,500 and I can afford the Ravens. So that's what we're doing. Submit. Listen, guys, it's not the best lineup in the world, okay? It's not the best lineup in the world. I'm just saying, we're here, all right? We're here. Okay. All right. That was not the best lineup in the world, but we did that in like 5 minutes, so it's fine. Hold on. I can also enter into some other ones. Sure, why not? Single entry. Oh, my God. No, okay, come on. What are we doing here? Single entry. What are we doing? NFL Classic today, early only on a 6 teams on a bye, by the way. Hello. What? All right, we're doing it. Come on, here we go. Enter one lineup here. Okay, because it's not fun if you don't do it this way. Okay. Okay, we're going tournaments over here. Where are we going? Single entry only. Single entry only. $3. Okay, what is this? Okay, $1. Sure, why not? Enter $1. All right, we're good. Why not? Okay, because it's not fun the other way. All right, we're good. Let's go. All right, man. Let's get back to some of these questions, dude. Sorry. My bad, guys. Alex Mirabel, what's up, dude? Ingram, Hunt, Henderson, and PPR. JSN if Metcalf doesn't play. Yeah, if Metcalf doesn't play, guys, JSN's an auto start. I think I really, really love that matchup a ton. Rashee Rice is a decent sleeper as well. Ingram, Hunt. I don't like Keontae Ingram if that's what we're talking about. Henderson, I'm a little scared of. Hunt is banged up as well. So you could take Ingram and Hunt out. So if you're looking just for a running back, I'll go Henderson right there. If you're going for a flex play between Henderson, and again, between Henderson or Rashee Rice, I'll go Rashee Rice. But if Metcalf doesn't play, then JSN is an auto start. All right, there you go. All right, cool. Jeffrey Paglione. Did I get that right? Jeffrey Paglione. Okay, you got to start 2 at running back. I probably butchered that, so I it'd be great if it was like Pagli one. Anyways, whatever. Okay, you got to start 2 at running back. Kareem Hunt, Gus Edwards, Jerick McKinnon, Jeff Wilson Jr. Well, you're playing Gus Edwards. You know he's going to get some touches. I know he's a little. He is a little running back, or excuse me, touchdown dependent. So I do understand that. But he's going to get some work. So go ahead and give me Gus Edwards. I'll take Gus Edwards there for 1. And I kind of like Jerick McKinnon as a deep sleeper number 2. I don't hate Jeff Wilson either, but I kind of like Jerick McKinnon and Gus Edwards of those four. All right, cool. Clark Schuyler, is this the same mic I use for SiriusXM? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Thank you for the free plug, by the way. So again, I've got these 2-hour-long podcasts. I do a 2-hour freaking show on SiriusXM from 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific on channel 87, as Clark Schuyler very deftly points out. And no issues. No issues. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. Anyways, so whatever. It's all good. Hey, man. Lauren Jim Cooperman. What's up, dude? Good to see you guys. All right, cool. Steve O. Hulk, I appreciate it. Thank you for dropping in. All right, cool. Did I get this, Alex Mirabel? Oh, wait, hold on. Lauren and Jim Cooper. I got you. Cooperman, sorry. In PPR, you need 2 and a flex. All right, Devontae Smith, yes, play him. Osborne, oh, God, Osborne's scary, but I might play him. You need 2 wide receivers and a flex. All right, I'm not loving Rondale Moore, so we'll take Rondale Moore out, but you're definitely playing Devontae Smith. I know he's down bad. He ain't down that. Devontae Smith's not down with the Rondale Moores and the KJ Osbornes of the world. Come on now. Let's get real. Come on. No, give me Devontae Smith. I will take KJ Osborne there, and then in the flex, I'll take Jaleel McLaughlin. High end fam, let's go. Half PPR, Pickens, Madison, Henderson for the flex. I don't love Madison. It's such a terrible matchup too, man. You know what? Screw it. Go Darrell Henderson. It's such a bad matchup with Madison that I'll just go ahead and try to capture some of that Henderson love right there. I don't love it though. I don't love that call. This is super dangerous for all 3 of these guys. As a matter of fact, now that I'm looking at it, I don't want to actually discount out Pickens, even though I just said the matchup's horrible. He's not going to give you 0. Does that make sense? Right? So from a floor perspective, Pickens is going to work. And then from an upside perspective, it's Henderson. Pickens for floor, Henderson for upside. My initial gut reaction is Henderson, but honestly, the more I think about it, the more I kind of sort of like Pickens of that group. Because Henderson can honestly give you 0. That's the problem. Is that these people are saying that, oh, well, Henderson's going to work in. Yeah, think about that. Sean McVay lies. Okay, all coaches lie. So I know Schefty's reporting that, and I'm sure he's got great sources. Great dude. I've worked with Schefter before. Great guy. Great, really nice guy. But I'm good. I would not be, look. I wouldn't be surprised if Henderson honestly got two carries, and it's like, oh well, he worked in with Royce Freeman, so thereby, you know what I mean? People are assuming it's going to be Henderson. It might be the lead. He might get 50-50. Any of these things is true. He could be the lead because he knows the system so well. He could be a backup getting 50-50. 100% could be true. I'm just saying the realm of possibilities. We're talking about range of outcomes. Range of outcomes is 2 carries for 0 yards. That is also in the range of possibility. So I'm just saying crazy range for Darrell Henderson. So if you're going medium range, you're like, all right, Henderson, 50-50 in a good, matchup. Great run scheme. He knows, he knows all the stuff. The only hesitation I have is, let's think about this. When Cam Akers was being a complete problem last year, they welcomed him back and then shipped off Darrell Henderson. What? They waived him. He goes to Jacksonville. Then he gets waived again, which then makes me think wait, was Henderson low-key a problem too? Anyways, but it doesn't matter. Then they go and sign Royce Freeman. They sign Myles Gaskin. They sign, if you had a pulse and played outside zone run scheme, they signed you. And then they signed Henderson to the practice squad. So I don't know, man. I could see it going either way. But yeah, I kind of sort of like Pickens now that I kind of talked it out, to be honest with you. Yeah, man. Hey, Bus, I appreciate you, Doug. Just here to hang out, get deep sleeper picks. All right, there you go. Dylan, what's up, dude? Chris Godwin. We're up on the gun here. Chris Godwin against ATL or Jordan Addison against San Francisco. Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin. He's got a good matchup. Atlanta's been giving up a lot of production to inside wide receivers. Nolan Chamberlain. Got a lot of guys on the bottom. JSN versus Arizona or stack dubs with love. Yes, stack dubs. Love that call. Love that call. Boom, boom, boom. Any more did I miss here? Tierra Diaz. Okay, Zay Flowers or Pickens. Zay Flowers. That's easy. Zay Flowers, easy. Easy call right there. Nate Lagazzo. Should I be worried about Pittman this week? Nah. You've got Deontay and Curtis Samuel on the bench. What are your thoughts? So, play Pittman. Play Pittman. I'm good. I'm good with that. All right. Matt, what's up, man? Conflicted. Half PPR. Palmer, Dubs, Curtis Samuel. Palmer feels safe. Correct. Also feels like Dubs, Samuel could both blow up. Yes, also correct. You know what's funny? I like Dubs of that group. Go ahead and give me Dubs. Although, I'm torn on the Josh Palmer one. Yeah. Yeah, man. Gut reaction says Dubs. I'm not going to blame you if you play Palmer. All right. Empty kicker spot this week. Need to drop one. Rashawn Johnson or KJ Osborne. Yeah, I think it's non-PPR. Yeah, I think you can drop KJ Osborne. I'm interested in the Rashawn Johnson upside when he recovers from a concussion. Obviously, him missing 2 games with a concussion is not good. But yeah, man. I think if he comes back and can stay healthy, I am more interested in Rashawn Johnson than KJ Osborne. All right, cool. We're going all the way to the bottom here. Aiden Gallegos. All right, here we go. Zach Evans relegated to backup. Quadzilla, A.J. Dillon, or Jalen. Oh, A.J. Dillon. Easy call. I think he's going to have a double-digit PPR performance. A.J. Dillon. The matchup's too nice, dude. B. Rojo. Or maybe it's B. Rojo. Or maybe it's Brojo. Oh, Brojo. Brojo. I like that screen name. Let's go. Ramondre Stevenson or Terry McLaurin. Oh, come on now. We're still going Terry McLaurin. Give me Terry McLaurin right there. No A at the end. Okay, Jeff Paglione. Okay, because I said Jeff Paglione. Okay, Jeffrey Paglione. All right, I got you, brother. He blocked really well. We like where he's at right now. What does that mean? Is that in regards to the running backs in LA? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I hear what you're saying. Yeah, exactly. All right. Clark Schuyler, Stafford or Herbert? I'm still going Herbert. I mean, Stafford has some. Let me just say this. I'm starting Stafford in a spot, and he's had some really bad. Oh my God, it's 10 o'clock already. He's had some really bad touchdown luck. But I still think it's Herbert, man. All right. Hey, listen, I didn't get to that question in time, so I apologize. Anyways, but hey, for anyone who jumped in the stream, I appreciate you guys, man. Go watch kickoff. Go have fun. All right. Week 7 is now underway, man. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, obviously let me know on Twitter. Subscribe to the channel when you guys get the chance. I will see you guys, same bat channel, same bat time next week. All right. I appreciate you guys. Peace.